diving into this to that, so I'm escaping. For the fight is about to run, but then we're falling short of who I should become.
Hopefully, yeah, you can all hear me. We're playing a video game because it's Friday. Don't know a whole lot about the game. I know it's supposed to be like I guess if you could imagine like Skyrim, but without magic or anything fantasy. At least that's the impression that I got.
Charles IV, King of Bohemia and Holy Roman Emperor.
Yeah.
Had a long and successful reign. The empire he ruled from Prague expanded, and his subjects lived in peace and prosperity. When the emperor died, the whole empire mourned. More than 7,000 people accompanied him on his last procession. The heir to the throne.
Well, he looks really bored to be king.
Was Charles's son, Wenceslas IV, whose father had prepared him for this moment all his life.
Oh, now he's having more fun.
Wenceslas did not take after his father. He neglected affairs of state for more frivolous pursuits. He even failed to turn up for his own coronation as emperor.
What?
Which did little to endear him to the Pope. Wenceslas the Idle did not impress the imperial nobility either. His difficulties mounted until the nobles, exasperated by the inaction of their ruler, turned for
Sorry if you guys are hearing a lot of shuffly sounds.
Sigismund decided on a radical solution. He kidnapped the king to force him to abdicate, then took advantage of the ensuing...
I will do both of those things.
...to gain greater power for himself. He invaded Bohemia.
Okay, as soon as the cutscene ends,
pillaging the territory
whatever you call this
of
thing,
his eyes.
montage.
It is here that my story begins.
Your story? I thought it was supposed to be my story. Ah. All right, settings.
Pater noster, qui es in celis, sanctificetur nomen tuum.
Voice and cutscene volume.
Regnum tuum. Fiat voluntas tua, sicut in cielo et in terra. Panem nostrum super substantialem da nobis hodie, et dimite.
All right, new game, normal mode. The early 15th century was a time of turmoil in the Holy Roman Empire, which had flourished under the late Emperor Charles IV. But now, with his son Wenceslas the Idol, hey, I was reading that. The king's inactivity angered many of the nobility, as well as his half-brother. Yeah, I was reading that one. I'm too slow for this game, apparently. I need some coffee first, Nick. What are those, French horns? Denethor will know. Oh, now it's changed, though. You were supposed to give us the running musical commentary. Some good mud.
Same to you.
People don't appreciate good mud in video games. I appreciate good mud in video games.
Well, husband, how goes it?
Good.
They're not on first name
Finished
basis.
today. Where on earth is
They're not. They still use the formal terms.
He was still sleeping when I went out.
At this hour? Blue-blooded idler.
Well, it looks like he was out all evening, drinking like a lord.
Go and get the lazy bones up then. Quick clout round the ear should do it.
Mm-hmm. Henry! Get up now. There's work to be done.
Get up or I'll come get you up, you slug of bed.
Hear that? You'd better not vex him. Now get up quick. Your breakfast is on the table. Wait, what's this? Have you been... Oh, Henry. How many times
Henry.
have you about fighting?
Oh, it's nothing. It's just a scratch.
You've been at that sword play again, haven't you? You'd better pray your father doesn't get to hear of it. You know how he feels about it.
Oh, don't worry, it wasn't that. I just scratched myself is all.
Well, just don't come crying to me if you really do get hurt. Now get up, you rogue.
Do I play as a rogue? there it is.
A fine state you're in this morning. What on earth did you get up to last night?
By means of the first two choices in this dialogue, you will select your character's default characteristics. If you are not satisfied with them, not to worry, all characteristics can be further developed without limitations. Alright, what was I getting up to last night? I was either chatting in a tavern, in which case I have a specialty in speech, or I was dancing for agility. I was with Bianca for vitality. Or I was working in the forge if I want strength. Am I all pixelated? My bitrate and everything looks to be good. Oh, I see a little bit of a bit dip now, but I don't know if it's a... Fixed itself? Okay. I do see a little bit low coming out of my end, so maybe we'll let this pass. That'd be good. If we get it over with now, then hopefully it'll leave us alone for the rest of the night. I don't know why it started doing that. Like, a few weeks ago, just suddenly like, oh, this is our new Friday night tradition, is at some point it'll crap to bed. I see on my outgoing, it's kind of all over the place, but I haven't seen the total dip on the bitrate side. All right, do you guys have any? Assuming you should at least be able to see this. Do we have any preferences as far as what kind of direction we should go? Someone says speech. I don't know if Delago just wants me to give a speech, but I think it's a good idea.
Nothing much. Me and the lads were just having a chat in the tavern. Some wayfarer stopped by. He was telling us what's going on in the world, and well, I lost track of time.
Well, I hope he didn't fill your head with nonsense. Well, I've got a feeling there's something you're not telling me. And it's connected with that scratch on your hand. And that suspicious-looking character with a sword who turned up in town recently.
Ooh, another one. Why would I be interested in sword fighting? Or, Matthias was teaching me archery. I was with Bianca. Well, what does it matter? I guess we'll spread it out around a little bit, maybe, huh? But Satno says, no, full speech. I'm not brave enough to do that. I don't know how this game plays out yet. Agility, that seems like a good idea.
No, it's just... Matthias was teaching me archery.
Archery? Do you want to become a poacher?
Yes.
Have you any idea of the punishment for that? And where did you get a bow, anyway?
Oh, come on. I've no interest in poaching. It's just a bit of fun.
Christ, give me strength. Just don't do anything stupid. For the love of God. Promise.
I promise.
I'm hungry. Is Paul angry at me? Do you need help? Or have my friends been here? Let's see if she needs any help.
Do you need me to do anything, Ma?
Ah, you're a good lad. But I'm fine. It's your father needs helping with that sword.
I'm hungry.
Can I get something to eat?
I left some breakfast on the table. Help yourself.
Is Father angry with me for sleeping late?
He's not happy. Yesterday you promised him you'd help finish that sword for Sir Radzig. He's not as young as he was. And you know how his joints pain him. He's too proud to complain. But he needs your help, Henry.
I know. Don't worry, Ma. Of course I'll help him.
Good. He always says his knees ache when there's a storm coming. I hope they're wrong this time. It's looking like such a nice day.
Did Matthew and Fritz come looking for me?
No, I haven't seen them this morning.
Old
Shouldn't be hard
Matthew
to
and
find.
Fritz.
They'll be hanging around a tavern somewhere around.
Hopefully they don't kill Fritz. My friends aren't drunks.
Matthew and Fritz aren't drunkards.
I never said they were, did I? And if I really minded you going for a beer with them, I'd have put a stop to it long ago. I was young once too, you know. And your father was no angel when he was in Kuttenberg.
Give me an example.
Of course he wasn't.
You don't believe me? Ask him yourself.
All right, I will.
You're not a boy anymore, Henry. You're a man, and it's time to start acting like one. Yesterday you promised your father you'd help at the forge. If you made yourself useful now and then, I wouldn't mind your mischief making so much.
Kinji says, get to work. Quit wasting time with the conversations. I love wasting time with conversations. Oh yeah, I was gonna eat breakfast. Breakfast. Cheese. Ooh, and it's been set out. Probably an ample amount of time. Very good, very good. I lifted it with like the back of my hand. Hey, well, why did I sit at the apples? I don't even like apples. I want to sit at the soup. Sit. I gotta look down at the bench. What? No, don't put me by the apples. I wasn't anywhere. Come on, I hate apples. I want soup. Oh, wait. Maybe if I sit on that end bench, it puts me by these stupid apples. Oh, and it won't let me sit on this bench. Oh, wait. No! I hate this game. Worst game ever. Look at it. It's got muffins. Here we go. I was able to get in close enough. I got a bread roll. Another bread roll. A lentil soup. I just didn't put all that in my pocket. No apples. Alright. Let me see. Do I have an inventory? Whoa. How do I eat all my apples? Here we go. Bread roll. I'm going to eat that. Eat. Delicious bread. I'm going to have some cheese. Good stuff. Is it getting jerky again? It looks fine.
How are you, Henry?
Apparently I have nothing new to say to you.
Lovely with you.
I discovered grindstone.
Come here, I need your help. What's the matter with you, Henry? Didn't you hear me calling you?
Whoa. Okay, there's a lot of stuff. Sometimes you need powers of persuasion to achieve your goals. When talking to people, you can often choose what kind of impression you want to make on them. You can simply use speech, which, however, is influenced by the reputation you have at the moment with the person you're talking to. In the Middle Ages, social status was paramount, so the quality of your attire and how well-groomed you are, together with your reputation, can make a big influence on how people respond to you. If you look dangerous, people will be afraid to cross you, and will be more willing to assign risky tasks to you. That's influenced mainly by your strength and deterrent effect of your weapons and equipment, but other things are also taken into account, such as your bloodstains and you can sometimes rely on money to do the talking for you. You must just have to agree on a persuasive sum. Bribing people works in the same way as shopping. In special cases, you can try any other skill, as in horsemanship. Yes, my horsemanship will lead us through this conversation, because I am talking to a horse. You won't intimidate a tough brawler easily, and no matter how well you dress, you won't impress the nobility easily. That's because Henry's abilities aren't simply assigned a universal value, but compared with the abilities of his counterpart. Very interesting. Total speech, total charisma, Level of your reputation with your counterpoint. It's that grumpy looking red box. Whether I'm dirty or bleeding. I plan to always be dirty and bleeding. What? If you can't undo a nimble tongue of a merchant, for example, you may want to poison him a little, because that's an option. And then it'll be easier to persuade. Yeah, I'm sure people are easier to persuade when they are poisoned. Or if you lead a guard away from his friends, he'll be easier to scare. Interesting. I won't be ordered around. I had to do something.
Sorry, I had to go and deal with something.
Well, it's no great tragedy. Anyway, we've a lot of work to do today.
I had to deal with
I'm
breakfast.
finishing the sword for Sir Radzik, and I need your help.
With what?
I'm running out of charcoal. Run to the market and buy a bag from the charcoal burner.
I'll need some money then.
Yeah, that's the other thing. Kunesh still owes me for an axe, a hammer, and the nails I sold him a month ago. Not to mention his debt from before. Go and tell him to pay up, at least for the axe and hammer, and then use the money to buy the charcoal.
Kunesh, not drunkard. That'll be fun.
Well, you're a big lad now. I'm sure you can manage. If not, tell him that next time I'll come myself and personally use that hammer to bang those nails into his arse.
Sure, I'll be happy to hear it. Is that all?
Not quite. The Chamberlain at the castle has the crossguard for Sir Radzik's sword, which I had engraved in Sasau.
You want me to go and pick it up? Alright. Money, charcoal, crossguard. Got it.
And ale. Stop off at the tavern on your way home. I know you'll be going there anyway to see that girl of yours. But make sure the ale's still cool.
Gotta see
when you
Bianca.
get back.
Her name is Bianca.
Right, so make sure Bianca draws me a nice cool one. Run along now, work won't wait.
Alright, well I got a lot of things to do. Collect the debt, buy some charcoal. Go to the sword fighting lesson, buy ale at the tavern, and pick up the cross guard at the castle. I guess we should do that one first, since it's over here. Why, hello, guards. Jaroslav.
I'll be with you.
I'm with you, Henry.
How are you?
Father sent me. We're forging a sword for Sir Radzik, and the Chamberlain has the crossguard and pommel. Father had them engraved in Sasau.
Right. They're here. The Chamberlain gave them to us for you. We looked them over.
Poison 'em.
Beautiful work. I've never seen anything so fine.
I can't wait to see the sword. Just make sure you don't botch it.
When did I ever botch anything?
Where shall I start?
Shut up and
Oh.
give me what I want, or I'll kick your ass this evening.
Right away, your lordship.
Wait, is that one of my friends? What were their names?
Magnificent.
I remember Fritz.
Shame I can't keep the sword for myself. Well, I better go if we're to get the job done by this evening.
Godspeed. See you later in the tavern.
You certainly will. After today's work, the ale might even be on me.
Janek and Jaroslav. Let's go check out the back door. Oh, I can't go out. I don't think we're in Britain. No, I think we're like in somewhere like Central to Eastern Europe. Within the bounds of the Holy Roman Empire, apparently.
How are you, Henry? Indeed I am.
I'm doing well.
Smelt the ore with, and the king won't get his silver.
Which king do you mean, Master Tobias? The one sitting in some godforsaken dungeon, or the one who holds the key to the dungeon?
Oh ho ho!
Strange and ill-omened. But since I serve our liege lord Sir Radzik, I think you know the answer.
True. But where will Sir Ratzik take the silver? Hardly to Kuttenberg. Now its citizens bend their knees to Sigismund.
Unfortunately, that's not my problem. Perhaps Sir Radzik is keeping it at the castle until this old unhappy story reaches its end.
I only hope Sigismund doesn't get an appetite for our silver too.
That makes two of us. But back to business. I'll need 3 wagon loads.
I see your people are working hard. You'll have it tomorrow. Shall we go and drink to the deal?
With pleasure, good man.
Let's go see the horses. Hey, horse. That's a good-looking horse. I approve of this game's horse rendering skills. Well done, game.
Hey, Pip. Do you want to learn something?
No, I don't think so. Thanks.
Suit yourself.
Is this the guy that I'm supposed to... Where am I on this map?
Have you recovered from yesterday's great wound?
That was nothing. Except Mother noticed and had a word or two to say about it.
No mother's happy when a son starts to take an interest in swords. Where there's weapons, there's death. The question is, what do you want?
I don't want to rot in this hole forever. I feel like I don't belong here. I want to live and see the world. The world's a dangerous place and I need to know how to protect myself.
Spoken like a man. And as it happens, today's your last chance. I have to leave. So, are you ready to get stuck in?
Let's go!
Yes. All right, I'll wait on the ground by the sheepfold as usual.
Look at the sheep! Wait, sheep, wait, don't leave! No, sheep! Oh, come on, sheep! Sheep! sheep. I'm coming. I'm faster than you, sheep. I'm gonna get in front of you, and then what are you gonna do? Then what are you gonna do? Oh, you're gonna turn around. That's what you're gonna do. I could be a sheep herder. I'm gonna split.
So, can we get started?
We can.
We can. Good. And since today's the last time we'll be seeing each other, you can show me everything I've taught you so far.
Yeah, all those things that I remember. I absolutely remember all of them.
Let's start with the basics. Keep moving. Your life depends on it.
I'm moving. I'm moving. In combat, you are locked onto your opponent. You can move around him. Okay.
All right. Now try to hit me. You have to put your weight into your attack. If you just fiddle around, you'll get nowhere. Try slashing from different sides. Unpredictability is the key. Never repeat yourself. Nice. All right. Good. Nice. Good. The point of the blade is for stabbing. Try it a few times. Fine. Good. Very good. Good. Let's try something else. One strike I can fend off without a sweat. But if you chain your strikes, I'll have a much harder time. As soon as you land one blow, follow it with another. Right. Very good.
My stamina is so low, everything becomes black and white. I'm gonna let it regen in here a bit.
Very good. All right, that's enough. I don't know about you, but I'm tired and thirsty.
What?
Remember though,
What kind of a combat master are you? That was
becomes a master swordsman overnight. You have to work and work. And the main thing is to use what you've learned in real combat. There's nothing better than experience, believe me.
never enough time with Bianca. Alright, what is next on our agenda? Let's go collect the debt from Kunesh. What's up, horses? I discovered Grocer. Did she have to dress like a watermelon? That was mean. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to insult your dress. I discovered Trader. I discovered Tavern.
Have you picked something?
Pick what you want.
There's a lot of things.
I hope I can remember everything.
Cucumbers! Lovely cucumbers! Asparagus and prunes!
Chickens! Hey, chickens! These chickens are cool. They don't mind me. Not like those sheep. They don't run away. Good old chickens. Hey, it's Kunesh. Just who I need to speak to. I'll let you put your wood down first.
God be with you, Kunesh.
What do you want?
My father sent me to get the coin you owe him for the axe, hammer, and nails.
I've got nothing. Clear off.
You know you owe Father for a lot more than just the axe and hammer. If he went to the bailiff about it, you'd be in deep water. At least pay for the tools if you can't pay for everything.
I told you I have no coin, you bastard. Get the hell out of here, or I'll use the axe on you.
Your debts must be paid. Let me put those speech skills to use.
Look, I know things aren't easy. The wife ran off, booze is dear these days, and you're as much use as a square wheel.
That's not.
It's no wonder you're short.
Stop buttering them up.
But a debt's a debt, and I can't leave here without something.
You son of a whore. How dare you speak to me like that? Didn't your thieving father teach you any manners? No? Well, I'll teach you then. Yeah.
Holy crap, this game will throw some text at you. Alright, we got a hook and a jab, a kick, block. If you cover yourself badly and your armor is weak, strikes will wound you. Heavy wounds will lead to bleeding, and bleeding will lead to death. The more of your health is depleted, the lower your maximum stamina. Alright, let's see if I'm any good. No! No, the answer is no.
Oh dear, did that hurt?
I should have gone for strength.
Long.
Man, I suck at the blocking. I'm not doing that right at all.
I'm over here.
Jeez.
You had it coming, you pup. And your old man can fuck off too.
Well, that didn't go so well. I do need a shield. Try to get the axe, the hammer, and the nails back another way. Interesting.
Greetings, Henry.
Hello, are you are a villager. Hello, villager. Alright, Kunesh, you may have won that fight. But the battle's not over. Ha ha! Where's the hammer? So I got the axe. I need the hammer and the nails.
God be with you, Henry.
Don't kick me, horses. That's Kunesh. He's going off there. We're going in.
A locked chest. I'll need a lockpick to get into that. Fritz might have one.
Fritz! Man, Kunesh has a very messy house. Can I jump out the window? I don't want to walk into Kunesh as I step outside. Alright. Wash yourself.
May the Lord watch over you, Henry.
Alright, what else is on our list here? Maybe if we go to Kunesh we can get some lock picks for that chest in there. Maybe that's where he's hiding the hammer and nails. Stop by the tavern, maybe we'll find Fritz. What was the number? It's E. That's not a number.
That weasel of a woman.
Hello, chickens.
Dark at home? A torch will help. Your Phil's life, Ballow. Here's a hoe. Need straw for the winter? Then you'll need a rake.
Strong linen, delicate velvet, beautiful air function.
This must be the tavern.
You can't be serious, Deutsch. Insulting our king.
What insult? I say only the truth. Sigismund has done only what he had to.
He had to abduct the king. He had to lure his cousin Prokop into a trap and imprison him. He had to invade with his army of Tatars and besiege Kuttenberg.
Why not? What is this Wenceslas for a king? The empire is falling asunder in his hands. The German counts elected Ruprecht of the Palatinate as king because your Wenceslas would not go to their deeds even.
German counts. Traitors.
Now even the Pope
God be with
is
you,
opposed
Henry.
to your king.
I'm with you, Matthew.
So such lords as
What's going on here?
Deutsch is spouting shit.
What?
Just listen and you'll hear for yourself.
Someone has to bring order and reunite the empire.
What do I care about the...
That chicken had words about this.
And nowadays, not even the devil himself can keep up with all the popes. Which is the rightful pope? The one in Rome or the one in Avignon?
Do not blaspheme, Alex.
No, it's true, though. Wenceslas is the king of Bohemia. Bohemian nobles are on his side. To hell with Rosenberg and his cabal. Sir Radzik is Wenceslas' commander-in-chief. He stayed loyal to the king. And if he heard you talking like this, he would have you whipped like a dog.
Your deed will soon have nothing left to rule. Jobst had to sell Luxembourg to help your king. South Bohemia is with Sigismund
And don't forget about Kuttenberg, where Germans like you kissed Sigismund's feet to keep their heads.
Yes, but...
Goodman Deutsch, this is pointless. Let us talk of more pleasant things.
My words exactly.
Deutsch has gone too far. Wenceslas is our rightful king.
Deutsch is an idiot. But what can you do?
I might have an idea. Deutsch deserves to be taught a lesson. Doesn't he, Fritz?
Too right, Matthew. Should give him a proper hiding.
Are you mad? Do you want to end up in the pillory?
Don't listen to Fritz. I've got a better idea. Deutsch was talking such shit, it made me think of that huge parliament. You know, the one right next to his freshly whitewashed house.
You think we should redecorate for him? Count me in.
Well, I'd rather torch it, to be honest. But throwing some turds will do.
What do you say, Henry?
Here's his list of priorities. Torching houses, that's gotta be number one. But number two, throwing turds. You know, don't count that out.
Throwing a few handfuls of manure is not going to take all day.
And he's efficient at it too. It won't take all day.
So, Hal, are you with us?
I feel quite hungry.
What? We just had breakfast.
Alright, I'll do it. But then you have to give me a hand with something.
What do you need?
Kunesh owes money to father and doesn't want to pay. I tried talking to him, but he wouldn't listen.
And then he made me bleed.
I need more than words to get coin out of him, and I can't handle it on my own.
No problem. We'll back you up. Just as soon as we're done plastering Deutsch's house.
I'll be happy to sort out that drunken oaf.
Alright, let's go while Deutsch is still sitting safely in the tavern.
Alright, we're off to throw some poo. Look at that nice, clean, white house. We're gonna deface it like a booger on a textbook.
So are we doing this or not?
Wait. We have to check that the coast is clear.
Why? The Deutsch is in the tavern.
But maybe you noticed after all these years that he has a wife and a son.
And that's a problem?
Aye, it is. Henry, you go and lure her away somehow.
Why me?
Because you're the clever one.
Yeah.
If I'm the clever one, we're in trouble.
What do you want, lad?
I just went by the tavern, and your husband was in there talking nonsense. I thought someone should take him home before he gets himself in trouble.
What sort of nonsense?
Well, he kept saying that Sigismund was right and King Wenceslas is a drunkard, that sort of thing. Some people took exception, so I thought...
God almighty, the fool. Next thing he'll start on about the popes.
He might have mentioned the popes too.
Thank you for telling me. I just hope I can catch him before he gets into another fight.
So apparently my clever strategy was just to be honest. Because I think that's exactly the stuff that he was doing. He was down on Wenceslas and then going on about popes.
What are you waiting for, soldier? Fire the trebuchet! For king and country!
For king and country, my ass. This is all good, clean, fun.
Nearly as good as having that traitor in the pillory. Nearly. Now that would be sweet.
That's for Sigismund.
Woohoo!
Eat shit, Deutsches.
You bastards! What the fuck do you think you're doing?
Hey, Hans, can't you see? We're decorating your house for you.
It's like your old man was saying in the tavern about that traitor Sigismund. We're just doing what we have to do.
Oh, sons! I'll make those smiles off your faces!
Oh, I'd like to see you try. What are you doing here?
Can you not hear anything?
Jack? Hanging out with this poxy
Everything
Russia?
looks fine on my end.
Maybe you'd like to try out the latest German fashion.
Oh no, he got hit by the poo. That was some hard poo.
I'll make you pay for that.
Ah. Ah. This guy's not as good a fighter, apparently. Maybe what's his name is just a master fighter. I'm gonna go with that excuse. He gave up.
What are you doing? For God's sake! Stop right now! The catch pole is on his way!
The catch pole? Who is that? It's Johanka. Just in case it comes up again.
We better fucking run too.
Spishek, what are you doing? We don't have to run. We're on the right.
Ah, yes. Sorry.
Good day,
It's just
Henry.
that's never happened to me before.
Damn it, lads. What do you think you're playing at? Are you trying to get yourselves in trouble?
You wouldn't understand.
Don't play the hero, lad. Admit what you did, and maybe I won't go to see your father and you won't get a hiding. Stop that now. Do you think I don't know why you did it? The Deutsch may have got what he deserved, but I have to keep order in this town. Be sensible, and we'll fix this somehow.
What do you guys think we should say? Or should we say anything? Well, I guess like he got what he deserved, but I have to keep order. I don't know. I'm not totally. I mean, from the description, at least in the beginning, it sounded like he was kind of a drunk and a not very effective king. So I plead the fifth. I like it.
If that's how you want it, lad, either you can clean the Deutsch's house or pay for the damage. And we'll see what your father has to say about it all. Now clear off before I throw you in jail.
Hey.
Let's go say hi to the chickens. Wait, they have chickens have names? Thistle, Valerian. I can't seem to tell what that one's name is. Oh, Dandelion. How come I can see some of the chickens' names but not others? You can't just name some chickens and not name them all. Come on now. Oh, I'm sorry, chicken. Holy crap. Did anyone see that? I'm just like, sorry, Dandelion. Oh, I was looking at the flowers. I guess it makes sense now. Thistle and Valerian. I wouldn't have known Valerian was a flower. But Dandelion. That's funny. My cursor was on the chickens. I was like, oh, it must be a chicken's name. Look, see, even right now. It that's oh man, that's too funny. And what the heck is with the chicken like suddenly becoming a roast bird, plucked and everything as soon as you like give it a little tap?
Strong linen, delicate.
Well, we were gonna go into the tavern. before we get distracted by all this.
Greetings, Henry.
It's Bianca! Hey, Bianca. I hear you can give me some stamina. I think I got the strength down. You should have seen what I did some to a chicken earlier.
Ordered.
Vitality, is that what it was?
My pleasure.
Hey, can you stop serving everybody and let's talk?
God save, my lovely. You're looking well today.
You too, handsome. What brings you here?
You do.
Beauty, of course.
Oh, noble sir. I'm as honored as any simple maid can be. And apart from my beauty, what else might your worship desire?
I don't know if I have enough money to buy the ale yet.
I need ale for father.
As the gentleman wishes.
But wait though, there's a catch. I've no money. Kunesh owes me and he won't pay up.
Leave it to me. But you have to pay me back this evening.
You're the best girl a man could wish for.
Your father wants a cool one from the cellar, doesn't he? Wait here while I fetch it. Here you are.
Thanks.
It's on me today. You can pay me back this evening.
Don't worry, dearest. This evening I'll see you right.
Oh, Hal. I do hope so.
Thanks. You'll have something to look forward to this evening.
You too. Oh, by the way, that shifty-looking fellow was asking after you.
Vanya?
I suppose. He is a man who makes his coin robbing honest wayfarers. I'm sure of it. I'll be happy when he's gone for good. But what in heaven's name are you up to with him?
He promised to teach me how to use a sword.
What use would that be to you?
Enough. You sound just like father. I'll be going now. See you this evening.
Hal, I've got something special for you.
Is that so? Now what would that be?
Your favorite Savior Schnapps.
Really? You're an angel.
I hope you'll thank me properly later.
You bet I will.
To save your game, drink the Savior Schnapps? Well, okay then. It even has a little floppy disk on the bottle. Alright, my friend was supposed to help me deal with, what's his name? So where'd he go? Meet the lads. The lads. Should I get patched up first, maybe? Just in case there's more fighting. Mom, this guy punched me and it hurt. And now I see blood.
Ma? Ma! I'm hurt. I won't stop bleeding.
Oh, now, stop squealing like a baby and show me that. There you are, good as new. You ought to learn to do that yourself.
Wow, she's a pro. I mean, she didn't do anything. She made my health bar go all the way to the maximum. That's something. All right, lads, where are you?
God be with you, Henry.
Fritz!
Listen, there's this locked chest I need to get into.
Really? And only straight not good enough for you anymore?
It's just that someone has something that doesn't belong to him, and I want to take it back.
If you say so. It's not skin off my nose anyway. I've got some lockpicks you can have. But if you get caught, you didn't get them from me.
Yeah, never heard of you. Thanks, Fritz.
All right. Hopefully the lock picking in this game is not terrible. Which house was it? Yeah, it was this house. That's him right there. Hope he's not looking. Oh boy. T for help. In order to pick locks, you must have at least one lockpick in your inventory, although it's better to have one or two spares since they can get worn with use and, in the worst case, can break. You start the actual lockpicking process by holding B on the lock. You'll then see a diagram of the lock. Okay, then you have to turn the lockpick V to turn the whole mechanism. At the same time, you have to coordinate the movement of the lockpick with the rotation of the mechanism because the rotation shifts the position of the sweet spot. How close you are to the sweet spot is indicated by the size of the cursor, and it turns gold when you find it. If you try to turn the mechanism without having the lockpick in the correct position, the mechanism will stick, which will damage the lockpick or even break it. Any damage to the lockpick will produce a noise, which can draw unwanted attention, and breaking it will cause an even louder snap. Poison the lock. I like it. Alright, so I'm looking for the sweet spot, which I guess is there. Rotate the lock. Ugh. How you got to keep the mouse cursor on the position as it turns? That isn't even in like real lock picking. Man, that is hard. Why did I know this game was gonna have a hard lock picking? And now it broke. Damn it. Fritz, why didn't you go in here and do this? Ganesh, we need to talk.
Beating wasn't enough for you.
But you still owe my father.
You'll get nothing from me. Tell that to your old man. I'm telling you, lay one finger on me and I'll have you thrown in jail.
God save Henry. God be with you. Do you need anything? Good luck then.
Well, I did get his hammer. Or, I mean, his axe. Let me talk to Fritz. Maybe he's got more lockpicks. Fritz, you didn't tell me lockpicking was like the hardest thing ever.
Well, we sorted that Deutsch out.
That was pretty close, eh?
Actually, he caught me.
What? Then how come you're here?
He let me go, but he says he's going to talk to Father. That can't be good.
I hope you didn't tell him anything about us.
No, he didn't even ask. I don't think he really cared about investigating.
Yeah, it's not all bad then. I hope things work out with your father.
Kunesh is coming up behind me. He walks away. Go away, Kunesh. I need to talk about how to get you to pay me.
I need a hand with Kunesh.
Sure, mate. You helped us, so we'll help you.
Let's get to it then.
Could do with a bite to eat. Damn.
All right.
What the?
Kunesh!
Kunesh, get out here, you old goat. I've something to show you.
Yeah, get over here, Kunesh.
What the fuck are you here for? You want me to take a whip to you or call a catch pole? Just try it, you old drunk.
Kurva fix.
Had enough?
Yeah.
Enough! Enough! I give up. Take what you want. It's not much, but it's all I have. You understand?
All right, I got his keys. I like how this game is like basically just like a series of misadventures. All right, I got the hammer and the nails.
All right, blacksmith's boy, you got the better of me. Take what you want, but you haven't heard the last of this.
Greetings.
Well, in my defense, he hadn't paid for him either. So not like I was totally in the wrong. Sell. Let's sell the axe. How much is charcoal worth anyway? Or how much does charcoal cost anyway? 20. How much do I even need? I'll buy one charcoal, one brick of charcoal. I'll cook the tiniest bit of my chicken. Ooh, can I haggle?
Can we do something about the price?
Naturally.
Haggling works both ways, whether you want to buy cheap or sell dear. You select the amount you want to pay. Dragging out the haggling with one offer after another will... okay. Let's try it. Alright, so am I doing the selling part right now or the buying part? That'd be hilarious if I'm like haggling I want you to pay me less for this axe. Yeah, I don't really see a good indication of and these numbers don't make sense because I was selling it for 100 coins, and then the charcoal was 20 coins. So I don't really. Yeah, I see the get, but does that what she gets or what I get? And when it goes, if you go up, it goes down. Interesting. All right, we'll just do something modest. We'll do that. That way, even if it's like, if I choose the wrong thing, it's not like it's going to be a big deal.
Agree?
That sounds pretty interesting. A little less, and I'll be satisfied.
Okay, so she said less, and it went down to that.
How are you, Henry?
That's her offer. Okay.
Is this enough?
What? Have you ever haggled in your life?
We'll get nowhere like that.
That made her more mad. I thought that was going to be... Oh, she's up here now. Oh, it gives me the two. I think I was mixing up the two then.
This is a waste of time.
Reputation lost.
Take care.
The worst part is it cleared my basket. I didn't even mind paying full price. Or selling it for the normal price, I mean. I just wanted to try it out. All right. Oh, I do need to get more charcoal. I need to get my 9 more. Just poison her. Don't have enough money. I guess I gotta sell the sell the hammer. And the nails. What? I have to sell these things first. How do I take it out? Okay, here we go. No. My wealth is 0. So I gotta get more money to... Wait, maybe I could sell some more stuff. What do I have that's worth anything? I was totally looking, I think, at the condition and thinking that was the price. I think that confused me when I was haggling too, because I was like, "What? These prices were 100 gold and 20 gold," and that wasn't the case at all. I can sell the shirt off my back. Is that the icon that says my clothes have poo on them? Do they have an icon for that? Alright, so if I'm actually buying, let me see what the actual price is now that it's 0.6. I don't think there's any way unless I start selling my clothes. Let's do it. Yeah, now I'm running around in my underclothes. But I completed the quest.
Asparagus that'll cut you in half and cucumbers that'll cure what ails you. Come get them.
Now, what else do I have on the map that I can do? Yeah, I think I'm just basically, yeah. Need to go back to old Dad. He's gonna yell at me for throwing poo. Well, let's ask him about Kuttenberg.
What did you actually do in Kuttenberg?
Oh, all sorts. You had to be able to put your hand to anything if you wanted to make a living. But I was never far from iron.
I'd like to see Kuttenberg sometime.
I'll take you there one day, never fear. It's a beautiful city. But in the end, you'll learn the best place is here by the Sasso. We've kind nobles, fertile land, and plenty of everything.
And do you know Sir Radzig well?
We've known each other long enough. About time. Have you got everything I wanted?
I have charcoal, the hilt, and the ale. We can start.
Good job. Let's have it then, son. Where have you been with that ale? It's as flat and warm as horse piss. Go back and get me another, and you can pay for it yourself. That's the price of stupidity.
Oh, man. I didn't know that I was on a timer. He did mention he wanted it cold, though. Bianca.
Look at you, lover boy.
I'm back.
I can see that. What's the matter?
I need another pitcher of ale. The last one wasn't cold enough for Father.
You want me to get it for you?
Aye, and a smile from you.
God be with you. Here you are.
Thanks.
It's on me today. You can pay me back this evening.
We established that
Good
already.
question. Here you go. And this evening I'll have something more for you.
I can't wait.
The Deutsch is mouthing off again.
Oh, don't talk to me about him. He's a good customer. But when it comes to politics, he's unbearable. The number of times I had to throw him an...
Well, I'd say he's an exceptional...
I don't want to waste too much time and let the beer get cold. I'm running. Don't spill the beer. Thrandor needs a cold beer.
Yeah, about time. Have you got everything I wanted?
I have charcoal, the hilt, and the ale. We can start.
Good job. Let's have it then, son. Well done. Right. Let's see what kind of job the master in Sasau did for us. Look at that, lad. Well, that's what I call craftsmanship.
What does the inscription mean?
Damned if I know. Doesn't look like Czech to me. Latin, maybe? Lord Radzig ordered it. Oh, this will be the finest sword I've ever made. We got the charcoal? Good. Then fire up the forge. We'll put it all together. By the way, someone paid me a call. I reckon you might know what it was about.
I'm not sure.
Really? Because I'm pretty sure you and your friends threw dung at Deutsch's freshly whitewashed house. He was here with the catchpole earlier, and it was not a friendly visit. What got into you, Hal?
That Deutsch was talking treason in the tavern about Sigismund and the king. He got what he deserved.
Got what he deserved, did he? You can go and clean up the mess you made and apologise to him. I have a trade to run. The German pays well. And having my son in the pillory helps nothing and nobody, least of all the king. You understand?
Yes.
Look me in the eye, Henry. Do you understand?
I understand.
Good. Then we'll never have this conversation again.
So you think it's right to let traitors speak ill of our king?
The boy gets caught, making a fool of himself, and he still hasn't learned his lesson. So Deutsch spouts rubbish, and what? You turn into a common thug. You might win a fight with violence, but you'll never win an argument. Remember, Henry, if you want to convince someone that they're wrong, try using your mouth and not your fists.
What about your poo?
Furnace is ready.
Right, we'll do the grip. I'll heat it up, and when I take it out, you slip the grip on so it fits exactly. You know what you're doing. Do it. Good. Once more. That's it. Done. Now file it down so it sits well in the hand. I'll prepare the guard.
Father, why did you leave Prague? Who ever heard of a master swordsmith making horseshoes in a village?
I had my reasons, Hal. And here I have your mother and you. Why would I want any other life?
Do you remember Emperor Charles?
I do. Life was good under his reign.
Better than now.
He built half of Prague, and a score of castles, had a bridge made over the Moldau, and founded a university, and all without a war. He knew how to rule.
Better than Wenceslas.
Better by far. But Wenceslas doesn't have it easy. It's hard to step into the shoes of someone whose like is born only once 1,000 years.
What about Sigismund?
Do you think Charles would have brought an army down on his own people like Sigismund? No. Wenceslas may not be the equal of his father, but Sigismund, he brings shame to the royal name. How's it going? Give it here, and we'll put it all together.
It's magnificent.
Indeed it is. The Lord be with you. My father sent me for those nails.
Good day to you, Teresa. They're ready. Will you fetch them for me, Hal? They're in the trunk in the living room.
That's not the living room. There we go. Nails for Teresa. Bandages, I could use those. Marigold decoction. Waiting 1 minute will add 30 health and dispel hangover effects. Well, that's good to know.
Here are those nails you wanted.
Thanks. So, how's
That
Bianca?
will do. Go and get those damn nails.
Hey, Dad, I'm talking.
Just wondering, will you be going to the dance this evening?
We will.
Maybe we'll see each other there. Anyway, mustn't keep you. I'll be on my way. That sword is truly beautiful.
Fine lass, eh? Now, stop staring at her and come and see this. It's time for the trial by fire. We did a fine job.
I would expect nothing less from such a renowned swordsmith.
Those days are gone, sir.
You haven't lost your skills, though. Would you like to try it?
Sir, what good is a sword to a commoner?
Let him try it. You still have a lot to learn. Ask your father to show you how. He knows what he's about.
Learning his trade will serve him better in life, sir.
Perhaps. But who knows what the future holds for each of us. I see that you almost have it finished.
It just needs a polish, then Henry will bring it to you.
Excellent. Fine work, very fine. A sword such as this will bring honor to its bearer. What say you, Svan?
True, Sir Radzik. If I'd have had its like back in Nicopolis, things would have worked out differently. How odd to find such an accomplished swordsmith working in a place like this. A man of his talent would have no problem making a fortune in Prague or Vienna.
You're right. It's a very long and peculiar story.
I'd be glad to listen to it over a cup of wine, but duty calls, and I must leave. Here you are. Learn from your father. He truly is a master of his craft.
I'm sure our paths will cross again.
He certainly will.
Once it's ready, send your son up to me with it. Good work, Martin.
Sure.
It's been an honor, Sir Ispan. Have a safe journey to Sassan.
The honor is mine, Sir Radzik. Thank you for the hospitality.
A long, peculiar history. That was a long time ago. I might tell you about it sometime, but not today.
Will you teach me how to use it, like Sir Radzik said?
Why?
Well, it could come in useful. Maybe I'll travel a bit before settling down. I'd like to know more than the tavern on the green and the forge.
You know the trouble with an adventurous life, son? It can end before it gets started. I might teach you how to handle a sword, and then someone will shoot you with a crossbow as soon as you set foot outside the house.
You talk as if you've seen it happen.
A man my age has seen a lot. Being a blacksmith might bring no glory, but it has its benefits, like keeping your head on your shoulders. I want to end my days in Skalitz, here, beneath the linden tree and by your mother's side.
Well, so do I, one day. But first, I'd like to see the world, meet new people.
Meet them or beat them?
Meet. You have to keep going on about it.
Then you've no need to learn swordplay.
A messenger.
He was in a hurry. What's happened?
Yeah, about those sword skills. They, might come in handy.
Listen to me, Al. Listen carefully. Take the sword, go into the house, and grab anything else important from the trunk. Go to the castle. Hurry.
What about you?
Your mother is in the village. I'll fetch her and we'll follow right behind.
I'll go with you.
No. You'll do what I say right now. Give the sword to Sir Radzik. If anything happens, he'll take care of you. He owes me.
I think I got everything from the trunk already. Oh, okay.
Quickly! We have to close the gates! Move! Come on, we're closing! Move it, people! Come on! We're running out of time! Oh, Henry! Thank God! Get inside, quick! We have to shut the gates! Keep running, people! Come on!
Mind this for me.
Are you mad? You can't go back! Get through the gates!
Pops knew more than he was getting letting on.
Come on, Hal! You can still make it! Run! Find a horse! Ride to tell Merc! Tell them what's coming! Warn them!
Run by the moat! There's a path down there! Jump down from the wall and flee!
My sword is what he's saying. Yeep. I don't. I don't. I didn't want to be in this fight. Game over. Try this again. Let me, maybe I should equip that sword that I managed to have. But I'm hoping I can maybe avoid that fight. I don't know if I can, though. Oh, can I not equip it because it's a quest item and not a, oh, here we go. I don't see it in my hands. Maybe it only shows up when I'm fighting. Yeep, they're coming. Jump the fence, jump the fence.
Picsába mi ez? Nyírjátok ki a fattyút!
Hey, how do I thought I equipped the sword. It's in my inventory. Maybe I'm missing a button or something. Yeah, that's what I was saying. Yeah, maybe there's an unsheath button or something that I need. Let me figure that out before I go down this hill. Controls. Draw melee weapon, okay. Yeah, we're talking. I figured out how to hold onto a sword. Things are looking up.
You pigs! Don't touch me, or I'll kill you! Go to hell, you Tatar beast!
Papicsába mi ez? Nyírjátok ki a fattyút!
Még sajnálni fogod, hogy megjelentél itt, te szaros!
Kicsit várnod kell, galambocskám, amíg elintézzük ezt a féleszűt.
Man, I'm really not good at this combat in this game. Maybe see if I can maybe separate them so I'm not like surrounded. I like fun tips. Yeah, I was thinking maybe I could distract him and jump on the horse or something.
You pigs! Don't touch me, or I'll kill you! Go to hell, you Tatar beast!
Papicsába mi ez? Nyírjátok ki a fattyút!
Még sajnálni fogod, hogy megjelentél itt, te szaros!
Hey! No! Dang it. Alright, well maybe I shouldn't I tried to get close to sneak, but maybe I wasn't sneaking properly. I gained reputation by whistling. Boy, he's running all the way over here. I better be ready. Hey, where'd you come from? Oh, now I got that whole group. Alright, well, this isn't gonna go. Alright, so I'm not whistling. It is what I get. To be fair, I didn't expect the chicken to explode into a completely nice defeathered butterball with like a nice little tap. Like, for all I knew, that was the pet the chicken button.
Don't touch me, or I'll kill you. Go to hell, you Tatar beast!
Alright, my goal is to just get on a horse.
You'll burn in hell, you animals!
An entire page of horse riding stuff. Left shift. Your horse is smarter than some people and will stick to the path you're on if you give him his head. They didn't get away from her. Dang it. And now I got these guys all over me.
You pigs! Don't touch me, or I'll kill you!
This is a disaster. Alright, so I need to get close enough to distract the guards and then get on a horse. Yeah, I don't know how I managed to do that. Do you automatically mount the horse when you whistle? So far, whenever I tried to whistle, it just brought a lot of guards. Apparently the guards answer to whistles. I call them guards, but they're soldiers. Yeah, that's what I tried to do last time, Shiara, but by the time I was on the horse, I was surrounded by bad guys. Let me see what my toggle crouch.
You'll burn in hell, you animals!
That didn't work at all, Shiara. Maybe I just wasn't sneaky enough. I don't understand a word you're saying. Yeesh. I guess I'm not as big a pro gamer as you. That does seem like some Deus Ex kind of stuff. I wouldn't expect you to be able to get away with that in this game. Especially since at this point in the game when you're just like a peon. Yeah, I'm not actually trying to defend her. I was just trying to distract and then run, hopefully. Although at that time I was trying to see if I could sneak up and do what Shara was saying.
Go to hell, you Tatar beast!
I'm gonna try to get this back horse.
You'll burn in hell.
Didn't distract him.
Animals.
All right, now I can go. And go straight, horse. All right, we did it after many failed attempts. I'm only halfway escaped. What? Ow! I got an arrow to the calf. At least that means I don't have to give up my dreams and become a guard.
Left. Talmberg is to the left, along the stream.
Run, ladies, run! There's bad guys afoot. And a horse. Run, dude, run!
Flee! Warn the others! They've tore its scallops! Flee! To Talmberg!
Ow!
Yo! Yeah!
Itekerem a nyakat, te nyomoronc! Kibaszok veled!
Is that Talmberg? Yay! He said do something.
Get your asses here!
Hey! And loose!
Don't hit me.
Hagyjuk! Húzzunk innen!
Quickly! We're closing the gate!
Someone give him a drink. And bring hot wine and bandages.
Tell me, boy, who are you, and where are you from? What in hell's name happened?
I've come from Skalitz. They burned it to the ground. Slaughtered everyone.
Who? Who burned it to the ground?
A huge army. They attacked without warning. And they weren't Czechs or Germans either.
Who then?
I don't know. I've never seen armor like it or heard their language. Maybe Tartars?
Tartars, you say? Well, we'll deal with that later. First, let's have a look at that leg of yours. Grit your teeth, boy. I'm gonna pull that arrow out.
Ouch!
Easy. All done. You were lucky, lad. The arrow missed the bone. It only needed bandaging, and I've done that often enough before. War is a good teacher. Can you stand? There you go. Good as new.
Thank you.
Have you idlers nothing better to do? Get back to work. You'll have to speak to Lord Divish. Can you manage? Sir, this is a survivor from...
I heard, Robard. Tell me, boy, what exactly happened? Did you see the ensigns of the attackers? And were there any more survivors?
So, I don't know what army it was, but it was huge. There were dozens of banners flying on the hill above Skalitz. The ones who did the slaughtering spoke a strange language. They burned Skalitz to the ground. But a lot of people took refuge in the castle. I wasn't quick enough. And as I fled, they shouted from the battlements that I should come and warn you.
The soldiers the boy didn't recognize. They could be those Cumans of Sigismund's. It said they came to Hungary from the east, and now they're the core of his army. Sacking Gutenberg must have given him a taste for stolen silver.
Skalitz is a small castle, sir. If Sigismund attacks, they can't hold.
Indeed, Sir Robard. And our small garrison would be no help, even if we could risk sending them.
You think we're next in line?
Maybe. What's your name, boy?
I'm Henry, son of the Skalitz blacksmith.
I know him. Did he make it inside the castle? I'm sorry. It's in God's hands now. No one else can help us. Anyway, thank you for risking your neck to warn us. Robard, take care of Henry. Make sure he gets something to eat and some rest.
Yes, sir.
And get all the people inside the gates. We have to prepare for the worst. Make all the necessary arrangements.
As you command, sir.
Well, all right. That is cool. I'm not doing much more, Drandor, so you're not at too much risk. I'll look around the area, but I'm not going to make any progress. I discovered my bed? Take a look around this place at least. Yeah, I just kind of want to get an idea what's to come. Or where I'll be anyway. That looks like it's heading out. Ooh, getting woozy. What's on my map? Talk to Sir Robard, and my bed, and the baker. Yeah, I better do that now, huh? Before I forget. This snaps. I think it mentioned it autosaves, but I guess it can't hurt. It looks like you can get more from what it's saying. Oh, where's... Is this my bed? Let's sleep. You can't delay, no time to lose. Well, then why'd you put the bed on my thing?
You've done well, lad. I'm sorry for your loss. You must be all done in. Why don't you go to the kitchen and have a good meal? Sorrow is easier to bear on a full stomach.
I have to eat something. My insides are shriveled up with the hunger.
Where are you? I can't understand why he'd waste his talents, but I'm sure he had his reasons. He had a fine reputation. It's a great loss.
Are we gonna eat?
Ah, milady. You are fortunate our good lady Stephanie of Talmberg has graced us with her presence.
My lady, I'm honored.
So this is our brave young man. Welcome, lad. Bojana here will take care of you. No doubt you're tired and hungry.
Indeed. How could he not be, poor soul, after everything he's been through?
And he's in his underwear because he sold his clothes just so he could buy some charcoal this morning.
Here you are, then. Eat your fill.
And a little wine to wash it down.
Thank you, my lady.
When you're done, you can go and rest with the grooms in the Outer Bailey.
No, that won't do, Sir Robard. After all he's been through, he deserves a proper bed. Let him sleep in a lodge in the courtyard.
Certainly, my lady. Young Henry here is overwhelmed by your generosity.
Yes, yes. Thank you, my lady. May God reward you for your kindness.
Eat up now. You're in capable hands, so I'll leave you to it. Good night.
Good night.
Good night, man.
When you've done, you can sleep in the bedchamber of the courtyard lodge. And don't forget to take off those filthy boots before getting into bed.
Who wants to sleep with their filthy boots on? That doesn't sound comfortable at all. And you got boot or mud in your bed?
Something to eat.
I want to eat all of these things. Some roast duck. I learned food. Some nice cheese, properly set out 2 hours in advance. Or more. We'll leave the apples. Alright, now we get some sleep. Sleep is the solution. I didn't take off my my boots. I didn't take off my boots. How do I take them off? Old boots. Here we go. Wait, it says they're not equipped anyway. But I see them on my character. Okay, here we go. Now they're off. That's weird. But anyway, now I'm barefoot. Oh, did I? Okay. Alright. Well, now we can sleep. Hopefully we didn't get too much mud in the bed. Because that's just nasty. We're going to sleep. Can't sleep any longer now. Okay.
Today the patrols will be doubled. Keep your eyes peeled. If you see anything out of the ordinary, report it immediately. Understood? Yes, sir.
Yes? I come to make sure you took your boots off.
Forgive the intrusion. I didn't wake you, boy, did I?
My lady. No, not at all. But what brings you here at this hour?
I thought you could do with a little wine. It's just what you need to help you sleep.
My lady, thank you. You really shouldn't. You could have sent a sermon.
I was going to. But to tell you the truth, I couldn't sleep either. I thought of you while saying my prayers. How awful it must have been for you. I came to offer you solace. To let you know you're not alone.
Thank you. Thank you kindly.
You're welcome. Now, Henry, I know this is all very new and strange for you. But I want you to feel at home here. You're not to worry about anything except getting better. God knows you've been through a terrible ordeal. I know what it is to be left alone in the world. Although your loss is much greater. But with God's help, the pain will ease in time. And it can help to talk about it, if you feel like it.
You might be right, my lady. I'll tell you what happened. It was terrible and unexpected. The day started just like any other. Father sent me into town on some errands.
I went to the tavern to buy ale for Father. I know it's a job for a groom, but I didn't mind, because my girl Bianca worked there. I courted her a while and we agreed to meet in the evening, but our meeting was never to happen.
Oh, dear boy.
When I'd done all the errands, I headed back home. I promised Father I'd help him with his work, and I was looking forward to it.
We conveniently left out the poo throwing.
Father and I always chat in the forge. On that particular day, I asked him if he'd teach me swordsmanship. He said no. He said it's better for a man to keep his head on his shoulders than lose it over some pointless heroism. If only you'd known what fate had in store for us.
He could have taught me how to be an expert swordship in 3 hours.
But Sigismund's horde was already on the horizon, ready to attack the town. I saw smoke on the horizon from a village Sigismund pillaged on the way to our town, which was soon to meet the same fate.
God have mercy.
And then death descended on Skalitz. Father told me to take shelter in the castle while he went to get Mother. She was stranded in the town, surrounded by Sigismund's butchers.
And then I saw him knocking down one Cuman after another. I never saw him fight like that. But then the leader of Sigismund's raiding party, a knight in full armour, saw Father and charged at him. He cut down my father without a thought. And then he turned on my mother. And he murdered her in cold blood.
You poor boy. May the Lord have mercy on their souls.
I ran to the castle like our neighbours to take cover, but I didn't make it. I had to find another way to save myself. The men on the battlements called down to me to flee to Talmberg and warn you. I was lucky I knew a concealed path around the castle. I needed a horse to get to the safety of Talmberg and to warn you all.
And with all that was happening, you thought of others like a good Christian.
Then I heard a scream. It was Teresa, the mill wench. She'd been caught by a gang of Cuman savages who planned to violate her. I had Sir Radzig's sword, and even though there were several of them and they were better armed, I had to try and save her. I wanted there to be at least one person I'd helped. And I succeeded, even though it almost cost me my life. After that, I stole a horse from them and rode off.
Like a valiant knight.
I'll never forget the horror.
We don't mention that part, Valigo. That it never happened.
That's terrible. How could something like that happen?
Nice recap of everything that happened in the stream.
Let such things happen.
Minus the poofling.
Oh boy, I understand your grief, but God is not to blame for the ills of this world. That is the work of Satan and those who do his bidding. Those who are corrupted by greed, envy, and pride. You must not lose faith, whatever life brings. Fate has not been merciful to me, and my husband either. Although in comparison to the horrors we went through. I was young when I married my husband. It was my father's wish. Divish was a lot older than I, but a woman must bear her lot. Shortly after our marriage, before I even got a look at Talmberg, the castle was stormed and my husband was imprisoned.
Really?
My husband had some quarrel with Sir Havel Medek of Valdek, who decided to resolve it by force. He stormed the castle, burned down the village of Pribyslavitz, and killed many of our men, even the old chamberlain. He imprisoned my husband in the castle and put his own garrison there.
That's awful.
I was barely 18 years old, and all of a sudden, I was left alone with Sir Robert. We didn't know what to do. We went to Prague to appeal to the king, and sought help from Divish's friends, but all to no avail. We tried for years, but it seemed I was destined to be left alone, and my husband to rot in jail in his own castle.
Years, you say?
7 years. That's how long it took before Havel was condemned as an enemy of the crown. And even then, he refused to surrender the castle and release my husband. In the end, I raised the money to pay a ransom, and only then, by the grace of Lord Jesus, did I finally lay eyes on my husband once more.
7 years. And was Havel punished for it?
Never. And after 7 years, my husband returned to me an infirm old man.
Sir Divish seems like a good, strong man.
Certainly, only he has many...
There's a lot more story in this game than I thought. I was thinking it would be more like open world medieval playland type thing, but not that I'm not complaining. It's just
he had no time for me
a surprise.
But at least we were in the city. There was something going on. And now we're here.
My lady, you're still young and beautiful. Your best years are still ahead of you.
Would that that were true, lad. Would it were true. But what am I doing bothering you with this? You have troubles enough of your own. I'll go and let you sleep. I enjoyed our little talk, Henry. Good night, and God bless.
Good night, my lady.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, I didn't expect to hear that much about a random character's backstory. That's cool, though.
Move in, people! Come on! Come on! We're running out of time! Quickly! We have to close the gates! You can't go back!
Henry, help us!
Help us, son. Don't be a coward.
Henry, wake up. You don't want to miss this.
What is it? What's happening?
Come to the battlements. One of our patrols reported a company heading here from Skalitz.
Man, I was gonna stop, but I kind of want to see. It keeps throwing things at me that I'm kind of interested in. Take the torch from the table. I equip the torch. Not that. I guess I do have it in my hand. Alright, where am I going? My shoes, I guess. Did I miss the... Not this way, back to the gate, then turn left. Dead end. Are you sure I wasn't going in the right place? All these people are sleeping. Better close the door so they don't wake up. Oh, okay. Everybody's asleep. I'm in a private area. A ladder to nowhere. Alright, where am I? I don't see the front gate, Shiara. Do you see a front gate? Left isn't helpful whatever the delay is on here. The portcullis. Alright, these must be what you're talking about.
Storms are signed and gone. We should have fled to the woods.
I think I need to eat more of the food. Well, that's the uncooked chicken. Hey, I was hungry.
Prepare for the worst, but don't be daunted by their numbers. Heed my commands, and all will end well.
Hey, you men down there. Tell the people outside the walls to prepare for attack. Quickly, do you understand?
I swear, if this ends up in me, like, riding a horse to another castle.
What's going on?
I don't know. It doesn't make sense. Why would Sigismund advance on Talmud in the night? Especially since he's lost the elements of
Shiara's
surprise
getting
after the
testy.
raid on Skalitz.
Maybe it's not him.
Then who is it? The scouts Jivish sent to Skalitz to spy on Sigismund said he'd set up camp and was getting ready to storm the castle. And so Radzig is an experienced soldier. He'd surely hold the castle for quite some time. It doesn't make sense.
What else did the spies see?
Not much of anything. Before they could get close enough, this huge storm started. And you were right. Sigismund has a hell of a lot of soldiers, including all manner of mercenaries. An army like that costs a fortune. Well, anyway, we'll find out when they get here, won't we?
Aye, we will.
Take care. Halt! Who goes there?
Lucifer and all his minions. Who else, Robber?
Sir Ansig, what a relief.
Is his lordship there with you?
Yes, sir, he is right here.
What are you doing up so late, Divish? At your age, you need a good night's sleep.
Well, Radzik, you didn't exactly pick the best time for an outing either. In a big hurry?
It was a bit of a scramble, all right. Believe it or not, this tempest is a godsend for me and my men. As my old granddad used to say, better a sore throat than a slit throat.
I'd say your grandfather was a wise man. Your messenger told us what happened.
Messenger?
The lad you sent to warn us.
He's alive? He made it to you?
He's here with me. He only got away by the skin of his teeth, though.
Thank God.
A brave young man. But tell me, friend, how on earth did you manage to get away?
Thank God for this tempest. When it began, Sigismund's Tatars crawled into their holes and left a storm into the castle for more clement weather. We were able to sneak out right under their noses. The Lord be praised. We wouldn't have stood a chance against them.
Would you like to spend the night in Talmber?
No, no. When Sigismund finds the castle empty tomorrow, he might come looking for us. We'd only be exposing you to danger. Without me and my men, he has no call to attack you.
What will you do then?
We'll march to Ratai. It's only a short way, and there we'll have a better chance of defense, and enough room for all of these people. If Sigismund should come, better bend your knee, Divish. There's no point dying in a battle that's futile.
You're right there.
Is that boy still with you?
He's gonna ask for a sword.
I'm here.
I must have dropped it.
You have courage, lad. That I can't deny. I am sorry about what happened. Would you care to join us?
I'd like to, sir, but first I have to return to Skalitz.
Are you mad? What do you want there?
I can't leave my mother and father. I won't leave their corpses rotting in the street. I'll join you once I've taken care of them.
Don't even think of going back there, you donkey. Are you tired of living?
But sir!
Quiet! I'm sorry about your father, but getting killed as well won't help him. Divish, make sure that lad doesn't budge from Talmberg until things quieten down.
Not to worry, friend. Anyway, he's injured and needs to recover. I'll lock him up here as if he were Havel of Balding.
I've seen you've grown a thick skin since your tribulation, sir. But thank you. We'll meet again when circumstances are more favorable. Farewell.
Farewell, friend, and good fortune. Give my regards to Sir Hanush.
I will. And good luck to you and your people, too. These are dark times.
It's weird, the soundstage or something. It's almost like watching a play or something. The way because the voices are amplified, but you still hear the background sounds.
Men, tonight we'll have triple patrols. Sort out the watches between you as always. And if I catch anyone boozing, playing dice or slacking off, I'll personally break every bone in his body. I want you to keep a close eye on everything nearby. Sigismund will surely have sent spies, and likely men as well, to follow the Skalitz people now he knows they've fled. Keep your eyes peeled, and report everything to me at once. Understood? Henry, I need to have a word with you.
A word with me?
What is it you need?
I could use an extra pair of eyes, and yours are keen. Will you keep watch on the battlements?
How does he know how good my eyes are?
I'd rather it was a request you answered yes to.
Of course I'll help. I'll have to pay you back somehow after all you've done for me.
Splendid. And don't worry, I'll tell the men to relieve you later. God be with you.
All right, I think this is a good stopping point. It's a cool game. It's more, at least at this part. Maybe it diverges later, but it was more narrative driven than I expected. So that's kind of cool. Anyway, that is Kingdom Come Deliverance, and thank you all for watching. I will see you all next week.